1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Hi there folks, and welcome to Get Strumming. Now I've had a special request from subscriber John Berger to do the Beatles song You've Got to Hide Your Love Away. Hey, you've got to hide your love away. To begin with, I'm just going to show you how to play the chords. So the good news is, for all you beginners out there, there are only 4 chords to worry about. So it's a pretty easy song to be able to pick up. So to begin with, I'm going to show you the chords. The chord that we're starting with is a G major. So to play a G major, you need to use your first finger on the 2nd fret 3rd string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret 1st string, and 3rd finger on the 3rd fret 2nd string. Next up, to D, in all 3 fingers. So your first finger goes on the 2nd fret 4th string, 2nd finger 2nd fret 3rd string, and 3rd finger 2nd fret 2nd string. Next up, we've got an F major, so you're only using 2 fingers this time. First finger goes on the 1st fret 2nd string, 2nd finger goes on the 2nd fret 4th string. Last but not least, we've got a C major, so you're just using your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret 1st string. Good, so there are the chords. Now we need to have a look at the strumming pattern. Now, those of you who know about time signatures will have realised that it's in 3/4 time. So that means it's got 3 beats in the bar. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's in a waltz kind of feel. So let's have a look at how to play the waltz time. So if you're a beginner on the ukulele, this is what I recommend you do. So starting with a G chord, and you're going to use your first finger to flick gently bottom string, flick or touch, and then down, down. So you're doing 2 clear downstrokes. Touch, down, down. And there are your 3 beats to the bar. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So every 3 beats is 1 bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you want to try something a little bit more bouncy, you can throw in an upstroke. So you do touch, down, up, down, touch, down, up, down, touch, down, up, down, touch, down, up, down. So that's what I recommend you do, just to give it a little bit more bounce, make it a little bit more ebullient, and fit in with that kind of waltz swaying rhythm. The chords are pretty easy, but the only thing is, for beginners, the changes might be a little bit quick. Now, if you do struggle with chord changes, and when I'm teaching you, sometimes I do realise that I might be going a little bit fast for some viewers. So what I recommend, and I've mentioned this on plenty of other videos that I've done, go to the top right hand side of the screen. There are 3 vertical dots. Press on the dots and that will take you to playback settings. Then go to playback speed and go to 0.75. That will slow the video down just enough for you to be able to take in what I'm teaching you, because I do realise sometimes that I can go racing ahead, and a lot of you beginners will be going, well, I just didn't understand that. So check that out. It's a really useful YouTube function. Okay then, so we're going to start off with the G major chord, and we're going to do 2 bars on the G. So it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Touch, down, up, down. Touch, down, up, down. Now we're going to go into the first verse. So you start off with a G. Here I, then to D, stand. Then to F, head in, back to G, hand. Then to C, turn my face to the, then F, wall, C, then back to G. If she's, then D, gone, I, F, can't go, back to G, on, then C, feeling 2 foot, then F, small, C, all, then D, all. Okay, so now we go into the G again for the second part of the verse. Every, then D, where, F, people, back to G, stare, then to C, each and every, then F, day, C, back to G, I can, D, see them, F, laugh at, back to G, me, then C, and I hear them, F, say, C, A, then to D. And what we're going to do now is 4 bars on D. A, 2, 3, 4. So make sure that you get those 4 bars in at the end of the second part of the verse. And I hear them say, A, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to leap into the, hey, you've got to hide your love away. So we're going to start off with a G. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hey, you've got to, then C, hide your love, then D, way. You notice then that I did another 4 bars on the D, sorry. Hey, you've got to hide your love, then D, way, 2, 3, 4. So those 4 bars on the D occur at the end of each line of the chorus and the last line of the verse. Okay, so let's have a look at the next verse now. So we're going to start with a G again. How can D, I, F, even, back to G, try, then C, I can never, F, win, C, back to G, hearing, D, them, F, seeing, G, them, C, in the state, and F, in, C, D, in, then back to G, how could D, she, then to F, say to G, me, then to a C, love will find her, then to F, way, C, back to G, gather, D, round, F, all you, back to G, clowns, then to C, let me hear you, F, say, C, A, then 4 bars on the D, A, D, 2, 3, 4, and then back to the chorus again. So we go back to the G, hey, you've got to, then to C, hide your lover, then to D, way, then back to G, hey, you've got to, then to C, hide your lover, then to D, way. Alright, so the next bit is the little flute solo that occurs at the end of the song. So I'm afraid I can't help you with the flute because I don't know how to play it, but I know how to play the chords at the this solo bit at the end. So stick with me and you won't be able to play the flute. Alright then, so we're going to start with a G, G, D, F, G, C, F, C, G, D, F, G, C, F, C, G. So you'll probably be able to sing the or hum the flute solo in your head as you're playing that. But as I say, I can't help you with the flute solo. Alright, so we've done the song and all the chords are in the right place and the strumming pattern's great. I'll now just show you 1 or 2 little ways that you can embellish the some of the little licks within the song, some of the chords. So what we're going to do is what is known as hammer on, hammer off. So I'll just give you one or two examples. So in the chorus, for example, you go to the G, hey, you've got to, then C, hide your lover. Now what we're going to do on the D is this, wait. So what I'm doing here is on the word, you've got to hide your lover, wait. And what I'm doing there is adding my little finger onto the 3rd fret, 2nd string. So I'm doing a touch, down, up, down. Then I'm taking off my little finger, just leaving with a normal D chord. Wait. Then I'm going to take off the 3rd finger and then replace the 3rd finger. So for every bar there, you're doing a different little move. So it's with a 4th finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, touch, down, up, down, then take off your 4th finger, then take off your 3rd finger, then replace your 3rd finger. So I'll just show you that in its entirety. Hey, you've got to hide your love away. So it's basically copying what John Lennon does on his 12th string acoustic guitar. So it's just little bits like that that you can add to the song, just to give it a little bit more colour, really. So hey, you've got to hide your love away. Okay, well, I hope you found that tutorial useful, and as I say, for a beginner's tutorial, it's ideal really, because you've got pretty easy chords, just G, D, F and C. Now the chord changes, as I say, are pretty quick, but it's the ideal song to practice those chord changes, because once you're able to change from, say, a G to a D to an F back to a G, if you can do that really quick, then it should help you on your way to using even more complicated chords and changing from one to another. And thank you very much for the request, John Bircher. Take care for now. Bye bye.